What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. If you give me the HKO special, help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. All right, so we're gonna get into this. Oh yes, the Dutch darts team, the women's darts team. Yep. So dart players quit national women's team over transgender teammate. So here's the Dutch team, and I think this guy right here is a transgender. And let's kind of get into the article. In short, the Dutch dart players Anka, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it. Zelstra and Eileen de Graaf have announced on Facebook they'll leave the national team due to their transgender teammate. Noah Lynn van Leuven, who is compliant with the sports rules, is supported by the sports governing body, says the country is taking emotional toll. And the darts, the Federation rule states that trans women are eligible to play in the women's category if the doctor confirms they've been undergoing gender affirming treatment for at least a year. So, what's happened? The dart players, Anka and Eileen, have announced their departure from the women's darts team because they refused to team up with trans women Noah Lynn Van Leuven. So Zelstra announced she was quitting the team on a post on Facebook. So this morning, you have embarrassed to be part of the friendship because a biological man is playing with a woman since time to go, she said. I have tried to accept this, but I cannot condone or justify this. I think with the sport, there has to be an equal and level playing field, which is to be used and accepted in good faith. After all, we've worked so hard to be relevant and competitive in this sport. So the Graf, who was also the Dutch national commented on the post announcing her departure too. So at some point, you have to make a decision. If something goes against your feelings, she wrote, you have to do what feels right for you. Hence my decision to leave the Dutch team. So I think these two women said, screw this, we're out of here. So yep. And Van told Dutch national broadcaster Nas that country is taking emotional toll. This was their decision, not mine. The only sad thing about this issue is that a lot of people forget that I am just human, she says. Yep, but Chiefs League says transgender player complies with policies. But oh, come on. So, yep, she prevails playing. And she did compete in women's in about a week after beating the male competitors. So come on. So here's Noah Lynn Van Leuven clinches her maiden PDC women's title. And let's watch a little bit so we won't get too much copyright.
Yeah, we mentioned how switched on Katie Sheldon is. She'll certainly take the
134.
positives from this run, regardless of how
Yeah.
things go from here.
So that's actually a natural
60.
woman. Now she's going to go
Well, treble
throw.
20 then here. Double 10 then.
And there she goes.
Oh, well.
75.
So there she is. So that's the reason why these two females left. And when asked earlier about transgender players in darts, PDC chief executive Matt Port said there was a transgender diversity policy in place, which Noah Lynn complies with easily and has done for a long time. She's more than deserving of her place in a women's world match, he said. Jesus. And the Dutch Darts Federation radio states that trans women are eligible to play in the women's category if they submit a statement from a doctor confirming they've been undergoing gender affirming treatment for at least 1 year. So, yep. So there's Noah Lynn. So there you go. And of course, it does state that player needs government issue ID showing their gender and that the player gender identity cannot be changed for at least 4 years. And I have a letter from the VU University Medical Center that states that my testosterone level has been a certain level for the past 10 months. Wow, Venue said in an interview. So, yep, former PDC chairman told the Darts podcast night gender was irrelevant in darts. The great thing about darts is gender free, it's gender neutral. It's a level playing field. If you're good enough, doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, or a man. Holy moly. Okay. Yo, look how big this dude is. Jeez. And yeah, don't get me for misgendering her. So yeah, that's a dude, And yeah, It is crazy that the world that we live in. So, yeah, uh, yeah, and I don't blame the ladies at all for quitting the Duchess team, but these policies, 20 years ago, this wasn't a discussion, but now 20 years later, holy moly, you have to wow. I'm not going to even get into this, but yeah, it is. So, yeah, so I'm just like, dang. All right. So if any of you enjoyed any of this content, man, please give me the HKL special help to King out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So there you go. Even if it's darts. Oh, hey, I win in the males. Hey, I'm gonna play in the women's. How about doing that in other sports? Hell no. So men should stay in men's, women should stay in the women's. That's what I think. What do you guys think? All right. See ya. Take care.